things, but it is also saving people's lives and saving people's lives. And just like how you say, like some people like final destination and stuff like that, some people die sometimes. Like for example, if someone's speeding and they make a really big car crash, if they weren't just speeding, all those people could have lived. And it's like I'm just using that one as an example, but it is a restriction, but it's a necessary restriction that needed to be made because humans don't have the discipline to be able to handle not having those restrictions.
Do you think people don't have the responsibility to handle those restrictions because they were never taught to have that responsibility?
What do you mean? Like,
if a person, so we're rooting back to if a person's sense of morality is outside of them. I'm not doing this not because I know it's wrong. I'm not doing this because I don't want to get in trouble. Be quiet. I'm not doing this because I don't want to get in trouble, right? Mm-hmm. So now I've never had an opportunity to develop my own moral code because I've only not did things because I was told not to do it. And now when I go into the world, I choose to live my life not in accordance to morality or aligning with God's will for my life.
What?
I live in accordance to what can I do and not get caught, because that's what you're doing, right? You're doing what you want to do and you're thinking you're not getting caught. Mm-hmm. You're doing what you want to do, or you don't do something because you don't want to experience the consequences. But you're not doing it because you know it's wrong, and you're not doing it because God says it's wrong. So now, you knowing it's wrong is internal. Stop. Go lay down. You knowing it's wrong is internal. God's telling you it's wrong, and based on your relationship with God, you know it's wrong, is internal. Not wanting to get in trouble is external. Not wanting to experience consequences is external. Okay? Mm-hmm. So now we have people who are externally living their life out of fear tactics. Please let her out. Out of fear tactics, right? So now you have this person who chooses to speed. Now this person who chooses to speed is going to either not speed, not because they know it's wrong, not because, whoever their higher power is has, and speeding in itself isn't wrong, but, creating circumstances that endanger self and others is. All right, so we can't, God's not going to be like, you're speeding. But if you are out here experiencing or displaying reckless behavior and you're endangering self and others, now God's got something to say. You understand? Mm-hmm. So it goes from speeding to, okay, now I'm endangering myself and others. I can't handle this 3,000-pound, 2,000-pound vehicle with the efficiency of a Dale Earnhardt. You know what I'm saying? So I have no business out here driving like I'm Dale Earnhardt, which is a race car driver. Danica Kirkpatrick, or I don't know who that's a race car driver, but race car drivers drive fast. All right, so I don't know how to drive like Joey Garcia, so why am I out here driving like this? I am endangering myself and others, and now I'm being displeasing to God. But we don't have a bunch of people who have the morality that is from within, because we're like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, and we're never giving our children an opportunity to decide to do something for themselves. They're not doing it because they don't want to get in trouble, and they don't want to be displeasing to their parents. I don't know, they don't want to get caught, that's the word, and they don't want to experience the consequences. So these people are speeding. These people won't speed because they know it doesn't serve their higher good. Speeding, yeah, it's fun for a little bit. And maybe if I'm on a roll by myself and I want to accelerate, from this corner to this corner, let me get it popping. I like to drive fast. But the moment it comes into a situation where I am endangering others, I'm going to fall back. But someone who just doesn't want to get caught, they're like, well, shoot, the police ain't around. I'm going to do what I want to. You know, they're going to do different things because the reason why they're not doing it, their morality is outside of them. And if those factors that are outside of them, my parents aren't going to know what I'm doing. Police ain't here. Ain't no consequences. They're going to do whatever they want to. But people who do whatever they want to because nobody's watching have to understand that the life that they're manifesting. So everything that you do, you can deceive me all day. I'm not running behind you. Do what you want. But guess what? The life that you're creating is not the life that you know that you came to this earth to create. So now we go back to the choices. We got the Alpha, we got the Omega. The beginning and the end guaranteed. But every decision you have to make, you go left, you go right, you stay still, you go backwards. And you have to decide every decision. And when you decide what you're utilizing to make those decisions, is it going to be extrinsically or outside of you? Or is it going to be intrinsically inside of you? And if you decide that your motivator or your morality or whatever is going to be inside of you, now you have to develop that. So now every time you make a choice, it's like, I need to make a choice that I know is going to be pleasing to myself and pleasing to God. I need to make a choice that takes myself into consideration and others, and how my choice impacts others into consideration, right? Because we're the collective. So if you're taking yourself and others into consideration when you're making your decision, you're taking God, your relationship into consideration, and you still decide to do it, then at least you weighed it versus, is anybody looking? And then you make your choice.
I honestly, because you're making me think about the afterlife. And I honestly, have you ever seen The Good Place?
Mm-mm.
Well, basically, it's like these people die, and they go to this place. They either go to a good place or a bad place. So it's just like good places heaven, bad place hell. But they're like heaven and hell doesn't exist. We just have the good place and bad place. And so the good place is like everything's nice, everybody's happy, and like you can't cuss or stuff like that. And the bad place is just like, it's not like hell and like, it's not like hell and like torturing and stuff like that. It's just like
Anything
sad.
goes. Sad.
It's sad and like you do what you want to, but it's sad. And like I kind of hope afterlife is kind of just like that, cause like I don't know. And then like after, like the good place and the bad place, they're just kind of places for people. But then like when you like actually really die, like you go to this certain place, and like I don't know what it's called. I think it's called the final place or the better place. And you walk through this gateway, and then you're just gone. Like you have no thoughts or anything. You're just gone. Your soul's at rest.
Do you believe in heaven and hell?
I mean, I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the idea of going and just sitting and chilling somewhere is not my goal. Like, my outcome is to not just leave this physical plane and just be like, all right. But of course I won't be impatient because everything is perfect, but I
feel like the reward is so selfish. It's kind of like heaven, like, oh, I'm better than you, so I'm going to heaven. But nobody's better than anybody. Everybody's everybody's equal in their own way. Some people do worse things than others, like commit murder, and some people do the same things other people do. But nobody's better than anybody else, honestly. You're only worse than somebody. No one's better. And it's just like, I mean,
I think some are pleasing and displeasing to God. I believe that based off of how you choose to vibrate, that energetic vibration is going to return in favor, or that energetic vibration is going to vibrate against you. And so that is, I think good and bad is the simplicity of energetic vibration. It's the simplicity of obedience. It's